Moving on. So here's the main segment of the show. I've been really excited for this one. We're gonna be
Oh
playing
yeah.
a new game.
Juxtapose.
A new game we invented for this show. Lots of fun. It's called the Minion Dating Game.
The Minion Dating Show with Josiah Pike. Who will you give a chance?
All right. So,
Oh my God! On the Josiah Show.
there you go. Thank you. Thank you. So this is the Minion Dating Game.
Yeah.
The Minion Dating Show, whichever you would prefer. So how this works is we were thinking, the Minions are all fine and good, they're all funny in their own way, they're all cool, wacky, whatever. But which one would you prefer to take on a date and possibly be your life partner? Okay. So what I'm doing here is I have a list of 7 questions. I'm gonna answer myself too, just so we have more than one person. That are related to, you will decide out of the 3, main minions, which one would you be most compatible with.
Okay, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I've been looking forward to this one.
Yeah, here we go. The Minion Dating Game.
Yeah.
So, all right. So here's question 1 that I wanna ask you.
Okay.
So, and please explain your answers if you have a.
Oh yeah, I'll get in depth.
Yeah. So what do you value most in your minion partner? Is it A, honesty, that this minion will always be honest with you and will take you at your word?
Okay.
B,
Yeah.
excitement. This minion is a
Oh.
bad boy who will keep things interesting.
Okay.
And I think I refer to them all as either boys or them or whatever. It makes you more
Yeah,
comfortable.
yeah.
You can say she about the minion. Imagine it's like a female minion.
Okay, I will be.
Yeah. Okay. Or C, wisdom. You can trust this minion to always do the smartest thing, and you can put
Ooh.
your faith in them.
Ooh.
So which one will it be?
These are all great qualities. Great qualities I look for in a minion.
And I like to think all the minions have all these qualities to various degrees.
Yeah, but some are just a little bit more pronounced.
Yeah. Some of them it's a bit more obvious.
Ooh, man, yeah, this is a good trifecta here.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to say A. I value
A.
that the most with my minions. If they get into a little tomfoolery, bopping around, I want to know really
Right.
what's going on, and that's pretty rare to find in a minion. If you look into the movies.
Right.
So yeah, I'll go with A.
All right. Well, that's a good. I think I will go with A as well. I think I want a minion who's like
Okay.
honest with me, and trusts me.
Yeah.
So
This might be a love triangle.
yeah, you can have whichever minion I don't take.
Oh,
No, you can get first pick on the minion, and I'll just come over when you guys like spice things up with like a 3-way.
Okay, this is
Yeah.
no.
Anyway, moving on. All right,
Moving on.
All right,
It's
so
getting hot in here.
the second question. This is more about just you as a person. I
Okay.
guess they're all kind of like that, but
Yeah.
So when you go out with this minion, where will you take the minion on your first date? Will it be A, the county fair, B, a rock concert, or C, the Natural History Museum?
Oh, well, I love history, but
Yeah.
it really depends on what the minion wants,
Right, you would listen to the minion.
Yeah, I have to get a gauge of the minion.
We can if you want we can put that as like if we have like a tie or something, we'll come back.
Yeah,
So
that'll
we
be the
can't really decide.
tiebreaker. Yeah, because I need to meet this minion first.
Yeah, you have to kind of know who.
Yeah, I gotta get the
Yeah.
vibe.
I'm gonna say for myself, I like rock concerts. I've
Yeah,
been to a few.
you like
but,
concerts, you do.
yeah, but I kind of want an environment where like I'll go with the minion and like we'll kind of talk about get in depth with like.
Yeah, it's a lot less
Who we
social if you're listening to a concert,
So I don't know, I'm gonna say the museum, and the rock concert we'll do that for like our anniversary or something. So number 3, all right. So let's say your first date with the minion, it goes well.
Lovely.
You walk home.
Yeah.
And so how does the day? And this is like you can be honest
Whoa.
with yourself. 'Cause
Okay.
Some of these answers are like
Yeah.
don't make you look the best. So, and I don't mean like anything like criminal or anything. I just mean like as a person.
Well, I've been thinking about this a lot, so.
So yeah. So answer A. You thank the minion for your date and you nervously leave because you're hoping you're not going to screw it up. B. If they didn't already ask you to come in, you asked to come in yourself. And maybe
Whoa, forward.
and ask them, you maybe have like a nice line for that. And then, or C, you already begin preparing for the next date with your minion and make sure the minion knows you're interested in seeing them again.
Ooh,
Which?
good ones. Well, so I feel like I would be kind of in my head a little bit, but I don't think it would be crippling,
Yeah.
because I'm kind of ready for a relationship with a minion. But then also I would never be as far. I would never invite myself in. You got to
Right.
be respectful with with your minions because
Right.
you know.
Because then they might not want to see you again.
Yeah. They show you show them respect. They show you little respect with interest, right? It's
Right.
that kind of thing. So I'll have to, what was the last one again?
The last one was basically you.
I'll
let
make
them-
it clear that
that you were interested in seeing
Yeah,
them again.
yeah. I'd go with that one.
Right.
I'd always be clear about my intentions with the minion.
Right. That's
Yeah,
good.
but-
That's make sure the minion knows how
Yeah.
you like it.
That's the route I would
Yeah.
take out of those three.
I would honestly agree with. I'm kind of like being honest with myself because this happened before. Maybe I could leave just hoping not to screw it up. Like it's going good so
Get
far.
in your
You don't
head,
want to screw it up.
little nerves.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
so I'll put I mean, there's no problem with us getting the same minion because this isn't actually going to happen. For now. I mean, for now. But
we don't know.
Well,
You
yeah,
know,
we don't
maybe
know,
maybe the dimensional merge
Yeah.
will happen.
we might be walking home out of like the hall here, and then a minion comes like, "Excuse me, sir. Like, I was hoping. Could you show me where my this hall is?
I'm really honest, and
Oh, you wanna? Oh, minion, you want me to take you to your class? And how old are you? 20. Oh, okay.
yeah, that would be an up. You'd kind of get a little
Yeah,
excited.
I
yeah.
totally screwed up.
How
that
old
was-
are you?
Yeah. Well,
How old are they canonically? Like millions
know,
of
that's a
years
good que-
old,
let me-
right? Aren't
yeah.
they like thousands?
how old are the minions?
In
I'm kind of
universe,
interested.
they're
now.
actually
Yeah.
100 years old.
They were there from like evolution. It showed. So.
Yeah, they
yeah.
fought for Napoleon. They invaded Russia.
AI is not helping it out. So
Since the
according
beginning of time on Earth. That's what it says. They were at the creation of the Earth at the Big
Yeah.
Bang.
they've met
at
God
the start
before.
of it all. Yeah.
They were there at the Garden of Eden, and they're
They
the ones
were.
who gave
I bet
Eve
there's
the
a
apple.
shot.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
it wasn't the devil. It was a
I bet
minion.
there's a shot of that in the movie.
Yeah, I mean they helped out like Napoleon or whatever. So yeah,
Yeah, why don't the minions? Yeah, they probably served the devil at one point.
I mean like. Well, I mean, he was probably very persuasive, I mean, they worked for Gru for like 20
they're
years.
supposed to find evil overlords, right? They have to be evil, right? Because I
Yeah.
was about to say, why don't they serve God?
Which is kind of crazy because now when you think, okay, we're like, if we're just gonna get into this,
Yeah.
the Despicable Me like is kind of there's kind of a plot hole with, it's like they're looking to serve an evil master, and then
Yeah.
they serve Gru for like 50 years or whatever, and then he turns good, and he's been good for the majority of the movies at this point. They're not like
That's
they
true.
don't like turn against.
So that doesn't need to be evil. You're right.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the real reason for that is just because it wasn't written for them. Like when they first wrote the Minions, they didn't know what the hell they were gonna do with them. And then by the time of the Minions, we were like, oh crap, we need to like explain what these things are, and that was their only way to explain it. So
Yeah.
it was really just they didn't think about it, but whatever. Okay, that's a discussion for another. And Screen Rant says they've been alive for 3.8 billion years. So okay, is it always been the same Minions? That's kind of what.
Yeah, I think Bob's immortal.
Yeah,
Bob
because,
and Kevin.
Yeah, because in the first Minions movie, it's in like the 60s for most of it, and
Yeah.
the three Minions are still there. Like it's still the same guy, like Minions by like whenever the movies take place, like now. So I don't know. You didn't think that one through, did you?
Yeah, and you know what? If they're looking to date, that's that means they like us because they're gonna see me die, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna live further than me, so
It's like the Green
they're
Mile.
really
kind of.
taking a chance. Yeah.
The Minions are kind of a really like horrifying story when you think of it.
Yeah. There's some
Yeah,
existentialism.
the Minions will live to see you and everyone you know die.
Yeah. Every time I kind of go to watch a movie like the other one, I'll
Mm-hmm.
tear up a little bit just thinking of that. I'll see him on the screen.
Yeah.
And
How do you think they're gonna die? Like when Gru dies, you think they're gonna have like a state funeral? For him?
yeah, they'll probably be depressed
Yeah.
for a couple hundred years.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. I
Probably
mean,
find Victor.
yeah, probably have to like find religion to like cope with this whole.
Yeah, they'll
you know?
pray for
Yeah.
100 years.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're gonna wake up one day, go to the Catholic church, and gonna see a pew full of minions just sitting there like.
Yeah,
you know.
don't talk to them. They're pretty upset.
Yeah,
They lost
they're not.
Gru.
They're mourning right now. Don't try to pick them up at the Catholic church. All right, they're not willing. They don't want
Yeah,
to.
the Pope will make a statement.
Yeah, when Gru dies, it's gonna be all like, Gru was a wonderful man, or whatever. Like however the Pope talks.
It's like Russian.
Yeah,
But they're Italian, right?
I kind of imagine the Pope kind of talks like Dracula or something.
Yeah. Maybe they'll serve the Pope.
Yeah, I mean is he a good guy?
Oh no, wait, yeah, they wouldn't because he's a good guy, right?
Well, yeah, it
Well-
depends on who you talk
Well,
to.
yeah. Whoa.
I mean, if you talk to who like tore up his picture on Saturday Night Live or whatever, he's not a good guy. But
Oh,
yeah.
that happened? Did the Minions
Yeah.
do that?
No, it was she passed away recently. That
Oh no.
Da O'Connor or whatever. Yeah, let me just look up her name real quick. Yeah, she it wasn't that recent, I don't think. Yeah, Sinead O'Connor, I think.
Oh.
Maybe you can. It wasn't that recent that she died. Maybe you can find a picture of it. But she went on Saturday Night Live. Yeah, there it is. And she tore up a picture of the Pope as like I think it was like protests against like the Catholic Church, like
wow.
pedophilia and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, anyway, back to the Minion.
Yeah, oh yeah, we're not talking about the Pope. All right. So
Yeah. Anyway.
now we're on question 4. So question 4 is kind of like assuming you've been with this Minion for a while, like you're kind of
Okay.
taking things in there, or
Okay.
at least a few like weeks or months or whatever.
That's great.
So you go to meet this Minion's parents.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel going in? A, I am nervous and hope to make a good impression, but I know this Minion will support me. B, I don't care what this Minion's parents think. I will bang this Minion either way. Just being upfront. That's what you're doing. You know?
Yeah.
And C, I will try to impress this Minion's parents with a few interesting facts I read off a bubblegum wrapper on the toilet.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So which one?
You know what? If we're this far in, you know, and I'm meeting the parents and stuff like that, I'm gonna be nervous, right? I can't lie, I'll be nervous. But you know what? If we're this far in, I know at that point the Minion will support me through this. So I'm going with A.
Right. You're going with option.
How about you? You banging?
I mean, I would hope so, but at this point,
yeah.
I think I kind of agree. I think that the Minion, like I think this is the first time we kind of divert. I see your point, but I think I could impress this Minion's parents with a few facts.
Factoids. You just start spewing them.
Yeah. So I'm going with option C on this.
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Yeah. So number 5. So this Minion starts to let himself go a little.
Ooh. Okay. You know what? Every relationship's got a little.
There are ups and downs.
Yeah, little bumps in the road.
We gotta account for like
Yeah, realism.
Yeah,
You got to be realistic here.
This is like when you guys get married, because obviously it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So how will you broach this subject to the Minion?
okay.
A, I will say nothing. I don't want to upset the Minion, and it's his own business anyway, or her own business because he prefers that way. B, I'll yell, "Hey fatty, lose the weight before I have to put a blindfold on when we're doing it." And C,
Wow.
I will be nice about it and just warn the Minion that he may have an increased risk of heart disease from his excess weight.
Okay.
Sorry, which of these
this
options?
is a tricky one. This is a good
Yeah.
one. This is a juicy
And
question.
by the way, because this one's kind of like a goof question as well.
Yeah,
if there's no good answers, you can say, I'm going to pass this one.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like communication is just the bedrock of a good relationship with a Minion. So I'm gonna have to. I will let them know how I'm feeling, right? And the thing about the last one, it is kind of. I wouldn't like go into the facts straight up like a doctor, but you know what? You are kind of putting it in a more positive light.
Yeah.
Of a thing that you gotta tell, you gotta express. But at least they can kind of deduce. Well, they care about me. They don't want me to die of heart disease.
Exactly.
So I'd go with C. How about yourself?
I would say C is a pretty tempting. I mean, B kind of made it. No, I'm not gonna go with B.
I could see you doing B though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I would not yell.
You're
that.
locked in with them, so what
First
are
of
they
all,
gonna do?
they're all kind of ovals anyway, so maybe it'll be hard to tell.
Yeah,
well, I don't know. At
Minion
least there have
would
been
be-
fat Minions before.
Yeah.
But I would say honestly, if I'm just gonna be, I think C is probably the best answer. But if I'm just gonna be honest, I would have to go with A because
Just wouldn't say anything.
because it's like I don't. I mean, if they were like
They probably know, right?
yeah, because first of all they probably know. Second of all, they were probably just pregnant, so it's just like they're kind of just gaining like
Oh,
yeah. And
so
then,
you're having kids?
yeah, and second, I'm kind of working on the assumption like I've let myself go a little bit.
Yeah.
So-
It goes both ways.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
So, anyway, number 6. All right, and this is kind of a personal, not for you, but for the Minion. It's
Okay.
kind of-
Okay.
So, and this is kind of going back in time a little bit as well. The Minion tells you he's a virgin before your first time. All right, how do you respond? So A, you would say that's okay. We don't have to do anything yet if you don't want. I'm a little nervous too. B, don't care, didn't ask. And C,
Damn, B is really the
I don't know
the
if
bad
anyone,
boy
I think
answer
we're not
here.
gonna get anyone's gonna get.
You know what? I think Mikey will probably say B on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mikey, like
He's
He'll
coming
get-
on.
he'll
he's
get the
coming on
B.
next time.
I'll just say
Maybe.
because neither of us are going to get B at this. It's pretty clear at this point. Neither of us are going to get option B. So I'll just say B was Stuart. So Stuart.
Oh wow, Stu
yeah,
would
that's
do
the
that,
vibes
huh?
I get from Stuart. And
Okay.
then
Okay.
C, that's all right. But just to let you know, I will be gentle if you like. So which one
Whoa.
is-
So wait. The first one is like we don't have to do anything.
Yeah,
It's
kinda
at
like,
your
okay, we can
pace.
wait, you know.
The third one's kind of like, well, let's do it, but you
It's-
know, I'll be
C
considerate.
is kind of like the in between. Like
Yeah.
here's the thing. Like making it clear you would like to do it, but also just like, but if you absolutely don't want to,
Yeah.
Yeah.
A is the most respectful option.
That
Right?
is
but
true,
we're
yeah.
talking about the Minions here. I've thought about this
Mm-hmm.
quite a lot. I'm probably going to be pretty hyped up.
Yeah.
So, I want to say A. I'd
Mm-hmm.
normally go with A, but in this scenario, I think I'd be honest with myself. I'd probably go C.
Yeah, I mean that's completely. I mean, frankly, I think I'd say C too because C is kind of like. Yeah, C is kind of like. Yeah, I mean the real way to put it is you hear from this minion that he's a virgin.
Oh.
Okay, that was a. But
Oh my god, that sentence alone.
I mean, I kind of assume they all were because you see them in the minions, but they don't have any genitals.
Well,
so.
they're like billions of years old. They probably fooled around.
Yeah, although you do see that. Thing is, you don't ever see their genitals, but you do see their asses.
Yeah,
a few
you see
times.
the ass cheeks.
So you know, like, there's a port of entry. But the thing is that I'm not gonna.
Okay.
But okay, unless they got those things for style or something.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. You know
But
what? Well, we've seen the bare like. There's nothing going on there.
I mean, if you just like.
You freeze frame. Not that I have.
I mean, if you just mentally, I have quite a few. I will admit, for the movie, I have not yet. But I mean, maybe if you just like kind of push it like back a little bit, maybe you'll. Okay, no, we'll stop there. We'll stop there.
Okay.
We'll stop. I mean,
Yeah.
if you were to see my ass, you couldn't tell right away either. So that's the,
Okay,
But
you know
anyway,
what?
all right,
Fair
moving
enough.
on.
Fair enough.
Because I was justifying why C is the best answer because C is kind of like. It's kind of like A. It's like the in between A and B because, or no, it's not even because it's kind of like A but put in a way where it's a bit more like.
Yeah.
Because A
Cautious.
is also because I'm kind
Cautious.
of working under the assumption whoever you are going out with the minion, you want to do it with the minion, but it's
Yeah.
like, but A is kind of more like,
It's a
oh,
niche.
it's okay, I like not even fighting to do it. It's just like we don't have to, C is kind of like, well, I'm just like. We could be gentle, but like C ultimately would be like the minion's still like nah, like then you would respect the minion's boundaries. I'm working under the assumption.
Yeah.
And I mean ultimately all of them lead that way because B is like it's not like going like going to jail what he does. Like the B is more like I just
He's
imagine
just an
Stuart's kind
ass.
of
It's
whining
just-
like oh come on bro like
Yeah,
come on.
yeah,
I don't know why I give
yeah.
him like a deep voice. He doesn't talk like that, but
Come on, bro.
yeah, come on bro. I mean
Let
you can
me
also
hit.
if it helps you can also visualize them as people. If that helps to
yeah.
inform
I mean,
your
that's what I
answer,
do.
I guess. Yeah. So okay. So now this is the last question.
Okay.
And this is kind of like the it's a bit of a boring question, but it's kind of an important one to know for that. So number 7, how long would you like to go out with this minion before finally popping the question? So A, I don't know, like a few years probably. I don't want to take things too fast. B,
Yeah.
I'd marry this minion at the courthouse right now. IDGAF.
Yeah.
And C, I feel like maybe 2 or 3 years would be best. I'd like to make sure I know this minion well before I marry him or her.
Okay, so A and C have the same sentiment.
Yeah, although I feel like A is more like C is probably like more definite. Like I feel like if we were to go out long enough, that would probably be long. A is more just like whenever it feels
Yeah,
right.
whenever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go C then. I'll
C.
always I'll always make sure there's enough time to
Right.
really know a person.
I think I'd go A just because like
Really
I
know a
honestly,
minion.
I
Really
honestly
know a
don't
minion.
even know.
Yeah.
And then all right, so before I tally the results, I think I should mention that I was thinking of an 8th question, which would be about like children, which would be you have your first child with your minion. How would you name it? And it would have been A. Bob Jr., B. Stewart Jr., C. Kevin Jr. But then okay, I don't know. Maybe that's a bit
Which
obvious.
one's the tall one? They got the best genes.
Kevin's the tall one.
Yeah, then I'd go Kevin Jr.
Right. So anyway, let me tally up the results.
Even
here
if
to
it
see.
wasn't with Kevin, just in his honor.
Yeah, even just in his honor.
Yeah.
He's a very respectful guy. He seems like he's a smart man.
Yeah.
And all right, I tallied the results for you. I haven't gotten to me yet, but I will say it's good that you went there because your ideal minion would be Kevin.
Oh my! Get a
Yeah.
round of applause. Thank you,
Yeah.
Kevin. Thank you.
Kevin
Thank
the
you for.
minion would be your ideal minion to go out with. There you go. Round of applause for Kevin, everyone. I wanted to do a drum roll, but I forgot to pull it up before saying it. But oh, wow, oh my God, I was still muted when I did that. All right, let's try that again. Congratulations, Kevin.
Kevin, I just want to say, I think there's a lot of potential.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of good things in store for us.
So I wrote a description for each of the minions
Yeah.
because it's kind of about like you're looking for someone kind of like you, which I feel like most people kind of are, except there are some differences. But
Yeah.
so you're going out with the minion who's most like you, who'd give the responses you would most. So
Yeah,
for Kevin,
yeah.
you are very smart and are looking for a minion who can match your dizzying intellect. You can rely on your minion to
Whoa.
help you figure out any problem you're in. He will always be upfront with you, but he will try to put it in a nice way to think of your feelings.
Shut up, cat.
This minion will probably write songs and poems for you, but he can't play them. That's Stuart's job. So
Wow.
Stuart will
You
play
know what?
them.
I'll take that. That's
Yeah,
that's
Stuart-
good.
Stuart doesn't really have a lot of positives, and I may have. Let me count. I may have.
Hey, you
gotten-
said Stewart, right? Because
Um,
you deviated only with answer A's at points, right?
It's with me. I think it's a bit more confusing because I think I may have either gotten Kevin or let me count because I kind of wrote it in a weird way for me.
Yeah.
No, actually, here's the thing. I tell you, the answer I gave the majority was also Kevin. But here's the thing. I'm just gonna go with my second because the only times I deviated, I put A. So I'm gonna say I got Bob for this one. So yeah, give it up for Bob.
Give it up for Bob, everyone. You know what? Talk to Bob. What do you want to say to Bob? He's here right now.
Bob, it's been an honor, and I would love to go to bed with. I mean, I would love to date you.
Okay,
I would love to go out with you.
Saucy. I wish I had a soundboard. Dude.
I want to see there's something there. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, and Bob is also the because it was four Kevin, 3 Bob, so it's basically 50. You're trying to like.
No. I was gonna say you're trying to see if something's there. Do you mean that, mentally, romantically? Do you mean that physically? You know. What
I meant mentally romantic.
Okay.
Because Bob's probably the one you're gonna have to be slow. I get the idea. Bob.
Yeah, Bob. Yeah, he's a little bit nervous.
And so Bob, I wrote for Bob. You are a sweet fellow who trusts your minion. You may have been hurt. You may have been hurt in a past relationship and just want a minion who will treat you kindly.
Wow. I mean,
Bob
that's beautiful.
Bob will likely get you flowers often and doesn't mind crying in front of you. And then I put he's also probably a virgin, so be careful with him.
Yeah, he's emotionally intelligent.
Yeah, because I was thinking of Bob the most when I wrote because I feel like Kevin probably has gotten some. And also I wrote for Stuart as like an astronaut. There's only 2 options with Stuart. He's either been someone who's has done it every day in his life, or he's a virgin. Just
every day in his life from childhood, is that?
Well, they don't really have childhood. They're kind of just born like that.
Yeah, how are they born? I never saw the actual Minions.
Yeah, I like the idea. My favorite question was the Minion parents one because I like the idea of either like the Minions have parents who are also Minions, or their parents are like Gru or something.
Aren't they they split like cells?
That has to be the only way because they can't reproduce sexually. So yeah, there has to be the only way.
How do you know that?
Because they don't have penises.
Well, how do you know that?
Because we've seen them naked before, and
we have.
Let me look it up.
Okay, yeah. Be careful on this search, though.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm looking through This doesn't have a line, so hold on. Let me find.
Yeah. Turn safe
I'm
mode on.
gonna put Minion
Minion without
overalls. I'll just.
All right, be careful here, dude. You're on the university Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just see they're behind their asses.
Oh, so I swear to God, in the movie at one point there was a part where you saw
But I think this was a dream, man.
Full front.
I mean,
it might have been.
I think it was a construct of your own sort of mind.
The Minions. What is this? Oh yeah, of course.
Look up. Do the Minions have genitalia?
Yo, I'm not gonna. Don't do that on my computer.
It's a scientific question.
The Minions all have Gru's G symbol on their overalls. In the Despicable Me series, it is absent in the Minions prequel since he is not their master yet. From our movie details, whoa, that's really subtle. Wow.
I mean, yeah, I think that movie.
This
deserves,
is like
that's why it got such high ratings.
Yeah, this is like abstract movie. This right next to Uncut Gems and The Godfather.
Do you think maybe they have another G symbol somewhere?
Yeah,
don't look at me like that.
I think they have them all. Gru had them all get tattooed.
Okay.
Which is kind of a dark thought, but it's true.
Mm-hmm. Branded.
Yeah, he had them branded like cattle. This is technically
He had Dr. Doofenshmirtz. What is his name? Dr. Nefari.
Dr. Nefari. Yeah, he had Dr. Russell Brand do it.
Dr. Nefari, can you get this for me?
Yeah.
Can you brand them?
Dr. Nefari.
Dr. Nefari.
But now I need to kind of know this now, so I'm gonna look up on my computer.
Yeah,
so the school is
do Minions have genitalia?
Have big.
Okay.
Okay. Now
let's keep it.
Genitalia.
I don't want to get kind of.
Oh yeah, the
Wi-Fi.
I need to log onto the Wi-Fi. I'm not doing that right now.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do this. We'll bring this back.
We'll bring this back later
for episode number next one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll look at it.
I'll do an intro for it.
Yeah. Do Minions have genitalia? Yeah. So today we're gonna be looking up pictures of the Minions' genitals.
Whoa.
So,
golly,
what a great segment! That was a beautiful.
Yeah.
So
thank you for that. Thank you for gathering these minions in front of us.
You're welcome. I hope you got the minion you want. Stuart, I feel bad for. He's kind of like by himself, but he should. He needs to stop being such an ass. He's such a jerk.
By the way, there was one soundbite I found online that I was gonna put into the intro, but it just sounds like a minion sort of nutting. It was insane, and I was this close to putting it, but I was like, this maybe I shouldn't. But it's really like it's so weird.
Well, is that actually what it was? Is that what
No, it was like a minion crying or screaming or something, and it just sounds so especially in the context of the dating, like with me doing the voice and everything. That
Yeah,
would
when
just
you're all
be-
going the Minion dating
the
game.
Minion dating
Yeah.
show. no,
Unfortunately, yeah, we can't. That's
That's
gonna
too
be
much.
the one. We're gonna do this segment again after 10 p.m. and
Yeah,
then you
that'll
can hear
get me
it,
bouncing up, off the walls in here.
Yeah, like you're gonna listen to the
You
Minion.
have to hold
make
me
it-
down.
Yo, how old's the Minion? 18. Whoa! Damn it!
Okay,
So that was a beautiful.
anyway.
Move.